I understand farmers don't want to live on subsidies. They want free access to foreign markets and the chance to make a fair profit. And we're making sure that they get that chance. Imperfect as it is, this farm bill moves us in that direction. And we say to our friends in the energy industry, we know your problems. But no problems, however great, are going to be solved by turning the United States Senate over to the kind of people who thought the way to solve the energy crisis was to ration gasoline, control the price of oil, and win votes by demagoguing about, quote, obscene profits. The liberals who imposed that vindictive windfall profits tax in the high day of Democratic power are not the friends of energy states like North Dakota. Now it's time to get the facts straight about Mark Andrews' opponent. North Dakota doesn't need a senator who criticizes but doesn't offer any solutions. North Dakota doesn't need a senator whose campaign is funded by ultra-liberal, anti-military crowd all over the nation who would give us a weaker America. The big spenders know that Mark's opponent will be their ally. And believe me, the last thing we need is another tax collector in the United States Senate. In Mark Andrews, North Dakota has a senator who knows what it's like to meet a payroll. He is not a lifetime bureaucrat who doesn't know the difference between a cow and a combine. America and North Dakota need a senator with experience and clout, a man of independence, strength, and proven leadership who fights and wins for North Dakota. We need Mark Andrews in the United States Senate. Now, Mark's election could very well decide whether we keep control of the Senate or lose it to the liberal leadership of the Democratic Party. And that's the difference between 2 more years of progress or 2 years of paralysis. I didn't seek re-election to be a 6-year president. There are too many exciting challenges still before us and too much business that still must be completed. I cannot and I will not have my hands tied by a Congress that is totally hostile to all that we're trying to do. You know, my name will never be on the ballot again. But don't think you can't vote for me. If you want to vote for me, vote for Mark Andrews. So that we can have a Republican Senate that will work with me instead of against me and be around after I'm gone. Now, maybe you've noticed that I've been careful to refer to the liberal leadership of the Democratic Party. And that's because I believe, and going all across the country, there couldn't be a meeting like this without there being, throughout this crowd, a number of Democrats. Throughout the United States, I know there are millions of patriotic Democrats who are totally out of step with the liberal leadership of their party today. And believe me, those of you who are here and are, or who once were and changed as I did, believe me, you're welcome. Come on over. I know how tough it is to break with tradition. I was acting like a Republican for 2 or 3 years before I got around to re-registering. I don't know, it was, you had a reluctance to do that. So I can remember, and I remember too, what Winston Churchill, as a member of the British Parliament, once said when he changed parties there. He said some men change principle for party, and others change party for principle. I'm asking the people of North Dakota is to remember that the senator you elect will help determine your future, America's future. So before I go, let me just conduct an informal poll. I won't mind if you speak up loudly so that all America can hear. Do you want to go back to the days of big spending, high taxes, and runaway inflation? Do you want a weak and vacillating America? That's good to hear. Would you rather have low taxes, low inflation, and low interest rates? Would you rather have an America that is strong and proud and free? Do you want Mark Andrews as your senator from the great state of North Dakota? You just made my day. And you know something? You know something? You didn't hurt Mark's feelings either. Well, I'm so pleased to see and be able to talk to so many of you young people who are here today, because let me just finish by saying, you're what it's all about. People my age have in mind that our responsibility is to see that when it comes your turn to take over from us, we turn over to you the same freedom and the same great opportunity that the preceding generations turned over to us. And that's what we've sworn to do and are going to do for you. I have to tell you something else. I don't think I'm just trying to make friends with you. I've done that already. You know, back before, in the beginning of World War II, General George Marshall was asked, commander of all our forces, was asked what he thought was our secret weapon. And he said, just the best blankety-blank kids in the world. Well, I've been seeing your generation all over this country, on campuses like this, and sometimes just in rallies and wherever, and as I told you before, in the military. And I think once again, if General Marshall were here, he'd say, the best blankety-blank kids in the world. God bless you all. Thank you.
All right, we had a slight technical difficulty there, but you just saw the summation of the President's remarks of Ronald Reagan in North Dakota for a campaign visit on behalf of Senator Mark Andrews. We're going to take a brief break, and we'll be back with more coverage of this event in just a moment. Let's go back up to Grand Forks and see what's happening up there.
You're on our team, Mr. President. Thank you. You did a fantastic job. Good.